Hello everyone, myself Reena Parmar, and today, on occasion of presentation season 4, I'm going to deal with my dissertation topic from art to literature, exploring Ekphrasis novels, The Goldfinch, Girl with a Pearl Earring, and The Picture of Dorian Gray. These are my personal information. Chapters of my dissertation. Introduction. In the introduction of my dissertation, I had explored what is the ekphrasis, and I also discuss two or three critics, James A. Heffernan, Murray, and one another one, and also classified the types of ekphrasis: interpretive ekphrasis, psychological ekphrasis. According to critic James Heffernan, he defined ekphrasis as a verbal representation of a visual representation. For an example, if one reader has ever read a novel in which painting or sculpture described, then the reader has experienced the mode of ekphrasis literature. And in this introduction, I also give the short introduction of three novels: The Goldfinch, Girl with a Pearl Earring, and The Picture of Dorian Gray. Um in the chapter 2, I explore ekphrasis in the novel narrative fiction, ekphrasis in the age of digital reproduction and media, ekphrasis in the Goldfinch by Donna Tartt, ekphrasis in Girl with a Pearl Earring, and ekphrasis in The Picture of Dorian Gray. Um, in the old time, most of ekphrasis literature is written in the poetry, but later on it is also started to written in novel and narrative fiction. And in the age of digital reproduction and media, visual art is not just a part of museum, but also it is a part of social media post, and as well as in memes. And this is my hypothesis. In chapter 3, ekphrasis in the Goldfinch and Girl with a Pearl Earring, I discussed how ekphrasis is a part of these two novels. In the Goldfinch, this novel is in this novel there is a painting with the same name, The Goldfinch, and a character named in the main character, who is Theo, is connected with this painting, and he is obsessed with this painting. And the other novel, Girl with a Pearl Earring, this novel is a backstory of a famous painter, Vermeer. And Vermeer and this is a story of Vermeer, that Vermeer is a famous painter, and he is always painted the picture of woman doing her day to life work. And in this novel, Girl with a Pearl Earring, there is a maid of the protagonist, who is the poor, and the main character, male character, who is a painter, is connected with this maid, and he painted her. This is a story of Vermeer, and in the novel, this story is explored. And in the fourth chapter, ekphrasis in Oscar Wilde's The Picture of Dorian Gray. In this novel, ekphrasis played a vital role, because in this novel, the main character, Dorian Gray, is is obsessed with his portrait, and he also likes his external beauty, and he obsessed with his beauty, and he always want to remain young. And in this novel, this how ekphrasis is arrived. And in conclusion, these all three novels are example of ekphrasis literature, because in these three novels their art is described, and not just as art described, but the characters are also obsessed or connected with art, or painting, or their portrait. In the Goldfinch, the ekphrasis describe theostroma and many other things. This is my bibliography. Thank you.
Now, it's a good topic that you have selected, and good works are also referred for review. Seminal works are also taken in this. You need to add images, photographs of this thing should be presented, and there is this problem of a hypothesis is still there with many. Now, normally you will see that in literature studies, the hypothesis is very difficult to make it out. In scientific research, in social sciences, one can easily make. When you do survey, then it is because I have shared one ChatGPT link. That hypothesis is that hypothesis is falsifiable. That is the hypothesis on hypothesis. That it is. So you ask that is it true hypothesis or not, and then it will explain. You will read there that why that hypothesis is a true. It is generally accurate. Generally, it may not be true also, because hypotheses are normally either provable or also not provable. So a hypothesis should be formulated in a way that allows the feasibility of being proven incorrect through empirical evidence and experimentation. Here you won't be able to do experiment in literature. Only what we can do is only interpretation. So through interpretation can we falsify. So if you write any hypothesis, is that hypothesis falsifiable or not? If not, then it is not a correct hypothesis. So if you think that you can't make a proper hypothesis, then you can avoid writing hypothesis. You can write only research questions. Only research question is good enough. Unless you can make a good hypothetical statement which can be falsifiable also. And you can do that analysis and see that you may not be falsifying it, but still the possibility should remain there, that it is there. So in this also many other hypotheses I have read that it is not in a way a hypothesis. So ask only this question, that what you have written, is it falsifiable? Can you, if somebody is telling that falsify this hypothesis, do interpretation in such a manner, do literature review in such a manner that you can falsify this hypothesis. Can you do that? Then it is a valid hypothesis. Otherwise, it can be problematic also. So see that what way you are framing hypothesis. If you are not able to, you can avoid that part. In purely literature work, people many times avoid writing hypothesis. So it is replaced with research questions in literature studies. So research questions you can put here, and that you can try to answer and give conclusion also. So here none of the hypotheses are valid as such under this ground of falsifiability. So that you need to check here. Okay, rest of the thing, other comments which are given to other people, that applies to this also. Quotations also you be careful about putting both side indentations and inverted commas also. In the tools, yesterday we were talking about several tools. So the tools are made in such a manner that if there are things in inverted comma, it will remove from plagiarism check, because inverted comma means quote. Quote might be available at many places, so it should not be considered. So that is how the tools are designed. So if we write in that manner, then our writing will match with the tool also. So put double inverted commas, and in the center a separate paragraph to be given when you put your quotations, quotation marks. Okay, next one. Yes.